They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Coming out with it, it's Muhammad. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in, it's Owens. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Texas offense back on the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Pressure coming. They've got the screen set up. He breaks a tackle. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Second and short now after that completion. Going with the ground game left. On the move at the 30. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
On second down, he's looking downfield. A full dive to haul that one in. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun to give, looking for room. Open runway ahead. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion. Breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer. Now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Hookem right now, they're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by a field goal over Bowling Green. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Aggies really able to gig them that time on the option run.
And this is a proud fan base, and they want to see offense. They want to see fun, high-flying offense, and they want to see a guy at the quarterback position that can absolutely make plays.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He rifles one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. He's not afraid to go deep. The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and down.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is an improve, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
It's a reverse. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Oh, you got to be so good making tackles because this guy in space is dangerous. They give it to him on the jet sweep, and he's able to make a few people miss, get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. It's a fumble on the play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Oh, and it's a hit like that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Looking for room. It's Owens. Just plowing down the field. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Showing the arm strength to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're matchup trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads it downfield. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll go to the ground. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
Texas 42, Texas A&M
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Coming after him.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming in the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
To the air, it's Manning. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Muhammad. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's looking deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.